My stream should be back up. OBS decided to crash on me today for some reason. Guess they hate me. But you guys didn't miss anything big. Both teams are still hovering around Baron here, possibly looking for a pick before starting the Baron. However, no picks have been found. Drake is spawning in about 50 seconds here. Looks like that'll probably be the next objective being fought over. Looks like on both teams, almost all the champions do have all summoners and all ultimates. So this will be a very big fight here to see who has the stronger team fight power in this game. Looks like Jack will be pushing mid to keep that mid prio here, which will help to split up the red team. Red team is grouped together though. All 5 members are close together. Looking to slowpoke, Lux those the EO. Looks like both teams are just poking out right now. Good Vigar cage gets the Poppy. However, Poppy just tanks the damage on the bot side. Noxer does Q onto Mop. Noxer does dive into Ashe in the back line. Here comes Jax. Zyra ult goes down, knocks up 3 members. However, looks like red team does get blown up by the Victor damage. Victor's still alive, so is Ashe. Ashe autos with blue buff, goes down. Looks like Victor will also go down. So far it's a 4 for 2. Flash stun onto the Maokai. Looks like Maokai will also be going down. Maokai flashes away, barely lives. Looks like it's still a 4 for 2. Very big fight for blue team. Although Noxer did dive quite deep. Looks like he had good follow-up from his team. Was able to hit a big Zyra ult, big Jax stun, and clean up that fight. Looks like blue team will be waiting. Nope, looks like Jax will start the dragon and will look to solo the dragon here. The TP coming out from the Vigar to help tank the Drake, it seems. And looks like this Drake will most likely be going down to blue side. Close Lux steal from Quirky, however does not get the Drake. Root lands onto the Maokai. Maokai is stuck, gets hit by the Everfrost. WQ from Vigar does fall to 130 HP. Gets hit by a Jin ult, gets hit by another Jin ult, does go down here. Looks like blue team is looking for more here. Jax E steals the 3-man stun onto the enemy red team. Noxian follows up. Ashe does go down to Jax, and Jax gets a double kill onto the Lux, and then Sehu will finish off the Victor. A very clean 4-0 for blue team. I assume they're going to look for the inhib and look for Baron here. Red team's Poppy just clears the top, but it looks like she will just back. And looks like blue team will go for the thin hit here. Very clean play here. WS Phoenix did get caught by, I believe it was a Zyra root. Very small misplay, but might cost them the rest of this game as blue team does get the inhib and will move towards the Baron, it seems. Yeah, looks like instead they might just back. Jax does have TP. I assume they're still going to go on the Baron, and Jax will TP to flank, it seems. Yep, here comes the Jax TP. Looks like blue team will still start the Baron, even though all members of red team are up. Should still be a pretty clean Baron given Zyra damage and Jax damage on the Baron here. Will red team be able to steal? Maokai throws a sapling. Baron 1k HP gets finished off by the smite from Sehu. Very clean in-hip to Baron transition, and now blue team does have a 10k gold lead and is in the position to end this game shortly. Nocturnal goes on to the Victor here. Victor does get feared Jack stun as well, and looks like Victor will go down here. However, it is a 3v2 at the moment here. Ashe pops the Ghost, autos the Jax, Bind lands onto the Nocturne. Nocturne will be going down here. Will Jack also go down? Inner tower, top inner tower falls. Jax stuns in. Falls low, Ashe arrow misses, but Jax does go down. Positive trade for red team, however, it looks like they lose another inhib on the bot side and might lose another Nexus tower before red team's able to respond. Lose one Nexus tower, here comes the Ashe. It's like an engage from Poppy here, WE onto the Jhin, however Jhin just walks it off. Jhin drops the ult. Looks like it will finish. Using Pro doesn't kill on Poppy actually, and looks like the game will just be ended here. Very clean game from blue side here, ending with a 13k gold lead. Seifu does in, gets hit by the quirky Luxbind. Again, big quirky diff. Seifu noob, go next. Here we go, looks like same bans are being ran out by both teams. However, blue team does first pick the Zyra once again. Will this be a repeat draft of the last game? Question mark. Looks like red team will pick Vayne instead of Ashe. An interesting change. I assume it's so that Vayne does have more capability against the Nocturne here. She's able to go with Invis and will allow her to stay alive longer against the Nocturne. Looks like the red team will also have a Yuumi, so it's like bot lane of red team will be Vayne and Yuumi. Looks like red team will pick Vi and Veigar here. Again, Veigar for Freezing Pro. Nothing new. Looks like Poppy for Dynamic. So it seems like Dynamic plays predominantly Poppy, which is why she's picking Poppy, not due to a counter matchup in the top lane. Looks like there is a Jax ban dropped for red team and a Nefiri ban for the blue team. Looks like red team will pick the Ori instead of the Victor of last game. Should help to appeal against potential Nocturne engage of Vi, given that Ori can go phase rush. Also, that a little bit extra of Yuta with the Ori ult might help provide a little bit extra CC and help them win the fight. A Misfortune pick comes out from the blue team. Very unusual to see, as MF's not really played a lot nowadays. She kind of gets overshadowed by a lot of the more consistent DPS ADCs like Xayah and Jinx. However, maybe they're cooking something that I don't know about. Blue team also finishes off the draft with the Volibear top. Again, a bit of an unusual pick, but maybe they know something I don't. Red team finishes off with a Tahm Kench top pick. That's a pretty crucial pick here, as Tahm Kench did get buffed recently in this patch. So Tahm Kench top has been extremely powerful recently. we go into game 2 of top lane versus Yuumi or bust. Pretty normal start items. One thing to note is Vayne is running longsword 3 pots. I assume it's because the Yuumi gives extra stats and will help keep Vayne alive so that she can use that gold towards her first mythic instead of having to sell Dorans later in the game.
Minions have spawned. Kind of barren.
Bear starts E, gets all 3 minions, looking to trade a little bit with the Tom Kench. Good trade for blue side top lane. Looks like in bot lane, blue side does get the push, makes sense given that Yuumi doesn't really have much presence in lane in the early game. Looks like both jungles will be full clearing towards top side here. Pretty safe bet given the state of the current lanes. PC Cypher does take a tower shot, but probably won't affect the lane at all. Looks like the volley bear might be invading this Poppy on her red buff here. Nope, ends up just turning around after warding the Krugs. Looks like I missed to see a ball lane play being made here. Vayne pops Ghost here, kills the Zyra, and looks like she will almost be getting the MF. He'll look for the heal popped by MF. Very big lead in the bot lane already, only 3 minutes and 30 seconds in. Looks like Red's team bot lane is stepping up the pace of the game here. Meanwhile, Poppy does continue full clear while Vi does get the scuttle here. In the top lane here, looks like Tom Kench is winning the lane by a slight margin here. However, here comes the Vi, but Poppy is also here. Looks like a potential 2v2 here. Face check by the Poppy. Poppy slams the Vi against the wall here. And looks like nothing else comes of it. Looks like Poppy will get the bot lane scuttle, so even scuttles for both junglers. Looks like jungles are at the same CS. However, the Vi will continue to clear as Poppy takes it back. Looks like WS Phoenix is waiting outside the Drake. You look potential gank angle here. Looks like WS Phoenix will not be able to get a gank off. Maybe? Spending a lot of time on this bot side here, trying to make for a play on bot lane. Looks like he's just wasting time. Meanwhile on the top side, you have Volibear popping Ghost here, chasing down the Tom Kench. Hits him with the Q, auto. Another auto. Volibear W's, takes 2 tower shots and runs away. Meanwhile on the bot lane here, we have Vayne condemning Zyra against the wall. Here comes the Poppy. Zyra goes down, Poppy's still here. Hits the E onto the MF forced to flash. And it's like, red team was like a 1 for 0. Meanwhile, Vi is just farming up, has the 8 CS lead onto the Poppy here. But Poppy was able to get a kill for his bot lane. Looks like Vi will continue to steal away camps from WS Phoenix here, so now Vi does have a 10 CS gold lead. As well as an XP lead. Looks like Seihu might be looking for a play on this bot side. However, the wave state does not look good for Seihu. Looks like Seihu's sweeper does expire and he does not see the 2 wards in that river bush. Looks like Vi will start the Drake, but WS Phoenix is here. The question is, will red team rotate to fight this? Scry's Broom gets popped, sees the enemy team. Poppy ult goes down, hits 2 people on the Poppy ult. Looks like Zyra is forced to flash out of the pit here, and looks like this might be a steal of a Drake here. Drake up to 700, goes down to WS Phoenix. However, WS Phoenix does go down to the MF ult, and Vi does Q away. So while, oh, here comes the top lane of Volibear, Q's in, and gets nothing from it. So while red team does the Drake, they do lose a team member. Here comes Vayne here, ulting onto the Zyra. Zyra does go down. Condemn drops for the Volibear, and looks like Vayne just ult Qs away. Vi pops the flash ult onto the Vayne. Auto, here comes the MF, and looks like Vayne and Yuumi will be going down here. Big play by Seihu with the flash ult onto the Vayne. However, the fight is not over. Never mind, looks like both teams do disengage. Looks like Sehu does Q onto the Rift Herald. However, it looks like that WS Phoenix does know that they're on the Rift Herald here. But Sehu does not know that he knows. So as three members of the red team are rotating, Sehu gets caught out alone. Tries to Q away, gets body blocked by the Poppy. Poppy wall slams the Vi, and Vi will go down. A very crucial mistake made by Sehu. Looks like the Yuumi is very strong, doing a large chunk of Zyra's HP bar. Vayne does ult Q forward. Yuumi also gets dropped. Vayne goes under tower, hits the Gadem onto the MF, flashes forward, and does get the kill on MF as MF pops his flash. Looks like Vayne does continue to pursue onto Zyra. Gets hit by a Rue, however, and does go down. And looks like Zyra gets a double kill onto the Vayne and Yuumi. A very large overstep by the Vayne and Yuumi, thinking they could tower dive both the enemy team members. Looks like that might have just cost the game, as the gold is evened up here. And looks like now that bot lane does have a little bit of gold in it, looks like the bot lanes of red and blue side are quite even. Looks like both jungles are bots here, potentially looking for a play before they could take the Drake here. Looks like the Vi does see the Vayne. Will he jump onto the Vayne? Looks like both teams are at a stalemate currently, with both jungles sitting in their respective bushes, just waiting for something to happen. Looks like red team will start the Drake here. Will blue team respond? Zyra, the bot lane of blue team does walk over, so does Veigar. However, they are split on the rift as mid lane is top and the bot lane is on the bot side. Vi Q's over the wall, Smite steals the Drake, goes onto the Poppy, stun, ult, Vile, MF onto the Vayne. Vayne gets one shot. Poppy does go down and Yuumi barely lives. And that was a very funny Vi moment. Veigar E landed on the Vayne, and Vi ulted, and Vayne was no longer a champion. Very well played to blue team, I guess, and they get the Drake and 2 kills for themselves. Looks like a red team bot lane will be looking for an all-in on the blue team here. All dropped by Yuumi, jukes the root here. Shurelya's exhaust goes down. Vayne is just going in, running down, kill the MF. This time, WS Phoenix is here, able to stun the Zyra, and both enemy bot lane do go down. However, WS Phoenix is forced to flash, and Vayne does go down. In the top lane though, Tahm Kench does get killed by Vi and Volibear, and so top tower will go down.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Looks like red team is looking to collapse on Tyrannical as he's a little overextended. However, looks like Tyrannical will just walk away. Big Rift Herald for the Vi for blue team. Definitely help them later in the game. Blue team's volley might be a little overextended here. Root lands onto the Poppy. Poppy does drop to half HP, 1/3 HP. Looks like flash by sword point, and WS Phoenix goes down. Here comes Seihu on the Vi, who Q's over the wall. Auto. Looks like Tahm Kench will also be going down. But meanwhile, in the mid lane here, Veigar does go down to the Veigar Yuumi combo. So overall, a 2-for-1 trade. Here comes Seihu rotating on the map, looking for the Vayne. Sees the Vayne, flash, ulti onto the Vayne. Vayne will go down here. Q auto onto the Yuumi, but looks like Seihu will be going down to the Yuumi. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Volibear is able to get that inner tower and grant him 600 gold. Overall, very good play on blue side, able to get 3 kills for the price of 2 and an inner top tower. BC Cypher face checks the bush and goes down to Ori. Very interesting choice to ward by himself. Looks like red team will most likely start the Drake. He will also decide not to pull out the Drake, it seems. Which might be a crucial mistake. CP comes out from the Tahm Kench. WS Phoenix channels the ult the Veigar, however Vi is still here. MF all goes down, however Ori is able to secure the Drake for the red team. Looks like a fight might ensue. WS Phoenix goes on a buy, however runs away. It looks like no casualties on either side. However, Vayne pops the ult, plus goes, flashes onto the Veigar, her stopwatch goes down. Vi ults the Vayne, however Vayne's able to just Q away and live. Very big kill for red team. Red team might want to look for this Baron here while the enemy jungle is down. This might be their only chance of catching up in this game. However, they seem like they're not interested in the Baron. Maybe? Looks like they're not interested in the Baron, which might cost them the game. Since now they have no way of catching up besides a few lucky kills. Looks like they will be finally starting the Baron here. a little bit late, like 30 seconds after when they were supposed to. However, they are on the Baron here. Baron drops about 3k HP. However, here's the Vi, and the rest of blue team is here to counter. They know that they're on the Baron here. And red team's forced to fall off the Baron. However, Condemn lands onto Vi, and red team looks like they disengage. Looks like both teams are hovering around the Baron here, looking for a potential pick before they can start the Baron. However, no opportunity has presented itself, except here, Yuumi ults onto the Vayne, pops the flash from sword point. Here comes Tyrannical with the TP. However, Yuumi and Vayne just walk away. Very good job by the red team bot lane, able to pop the flash of sword point on the ADC here. Will definitely allow for an easier dive onto MF later in the game. Looks like the Drake will be coming up once again, so it looks like we might have another fight around the Drake this time.
Okay.
A little bit of trading. Vi queues onto the Tom Ken. Tom Ken does drop low, however, Vi is forced to flash out. Looks like the blue team will start the Drake. However, Vigar stun does land on WS Phoenix. WS Phoenix does drop low to the Vigar ult. Meanwhile, the blue is killing the Drake. Drake falls to 2k HP. Here comes the Vayne going in onto the Vigar. Vigar pushes a stopwatch. Here comes the volley ult. Or ult gets dropped. Vayne gets eaten by Tom Kenton. Looks like Seiju's stuck alone against the enemy team and will go down. The chase continues. Vayne flashes onto the Veigar. Veigar goes down, and here comes the Vayne Yuumi onto the Misfortune. Misfortune will also go down. And looks like Zyra will also go down to the Vayne Yuumi. This Vayne Yuumi combo really going off here. Flash from WS Phoenix here gets both get rooted. Here comes a smash from WS Phoenix and the ace by the Poppy and WS Phoenix. Big fight for red team here. They're able to ace the enemy team without losing a single member of the team. It looks like they will most likely go for this outer turn into the Baron. Again, very big play by red side here. Might allow them an in back into this game here. The Amy carry is real. I agree. This Yuumi is doing a lot this game here. High KP, low deaths, and doing a lot, keeping her Vayne alive.
Team's turret has been destroyed. Rampage.
Looks like red team will be sieging this inner mid tower here with no contest from the blue side here.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Looks like they're able to successfully take the blue team inner tower and might be looking towards this top lane, towards the top lane outer tower here. Top lane outer tower does fall. Meanwhile, in the mid lane here, 3 members of the red team here are just looking to get a pick on anyone they can find. They find the Volibear. Volibear gets exhausted, is forced to ult out, drops half HP, gets wall pinned. Looks like the Volibear will be going down here. However, here comes the Veigar. Misses the cage. Here comes Seiyu with the Q in. Also does not hit anything. Gets wall pinned as well and will be going down. Double kill for Vayne. Vayne's going under tower. Veigar pops stopwatch, however, will be going down once again to Vayne. Triple kill for Vayne. Looks like Vayne's looking for more at his sword point here. Gets Yuumi, however, stuck in no man's land. BT Cypher misses the root, does go down. Another kill for the Vayne here. And I assume that red team will be able to get the inhib off of these kills. Very big play by the bot lane of Yuumi and Vayne.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's inhibitor has been
Looks like red team will back up and start to move towards this Drake, as the Drake did just respawn here. Red team does get the Drake here and will look to reset with all the gold that Vayne got. Looks like she's building Randuin's Omen. I wouldn't be surprised if she built like a Wit's End or something to give her a little bit of extra resistances for her last item. Looks like the Viger Cage does surround the Orianna. Orianna gets hit by the box actually. Ori does ult and kill the Viger 1v1. And looks like Ori is forced to flash away. Big solo kill by the Orianna. And it looks like red team will move towards this Baron here. There will be any contest from the blue team. Here's the buy. Trying to look for an angle on the steal. Baron drops to 8k HP. Baron down 5k HP, and it's just Seiyu here around the pit looking for a steal possibility. Baron drops to 2k HP. Now dropping to 2.6k HP. Here comes the MF ult from over the wall, and it looks like red team will be able to secure that Baron, and Seiyu does get blown up immediately after flashing over the wall.
Godlike.
Now the bot lane of blue team's on the run as Vayne and Yuumi pop their ult to chase down the Zyra. Zyra goes down, flash, and it looks like Sword Point's isolated. Sword Point for some reason does not take the teleport and chooses to get chased down. Tyrannical is forced to back, and it looks like red team might look to end the game here. Cage goes down. Here comes the TP from the Orianna. Tom Kench W is good. He gets two. Forces a flash out of both of them. However, Tom Kench overextends. Does go down. Here's the Poppy ult. Hits the buy. One Nexus Tower does go down. However, it looks like red team is down a member. And W's Phoenix is low. Looks like they might be able to end this game here. It looks like red team does choose to back off here.
Team's inhibitor is respawning soon. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Looks like red team will just wait outside the Drake for the respawn so they can get that soul point. Well, blue team contest. Drake does spawn. Looks like Seihu is on the side here. Gets hit by the cage. Might go down. Gets hit by Viger W. Is able to walk it out. Here comes the Vayne here, ulting in. Gets by ulted. Looks like falls low. And Yuumi and Vayne do go down. And now red team's on the retreat here. Looks like the blue team will be able to get the dragon here. Very big for the blue team as they're able to claw their way back in this game by delaying that soul just a little bit longer.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's inhibitor.
Blue team is able to get inhib off their kills by Drake. Looks like they're able to get top inhib, but they will not be able to end the game here. Giving a little life to just, a little more life to the red team as they do respawn, and blue team is forced to run away. Here's the red team once again grouping up outside the blue team's base here, probably looking to force an end. However, they will probably not be able to do the wave clear of blue team with the Viger and MF. Will they able to walk up and get the inhib? Red team does walk up here unless blue team will choose to drop this inhib.
Has been destroyed.
Looks like red team is escorting their minions looking to end the game here. Question is, will they be able to? Fortunately, the Vigar and Volibear do have TPs up, and top wave is pushing here. Vi ult onto the Vayne. Oriole also gets dropped. However, Yuumi is still full HP, gets eaten by Tom Kench. Sword point flashes in, goes down. Seihu's forced to Q away, and here comes Volibear back. Full HP, drops on a half HP. Looks like Volibear falls really low. Seihu does go down. And it looks like red team might be able to win this one. And Vigar also goes down. Looks like a clean 3-0. However, Volibear TP's top, and now Orianna's forced to TP top as well. And looks like Ori gets one tap by Tyrannical, and now Volibear is beating on the base. However, it looks like the nexus of blue team is exposed, and it looks like the Vayne will just end the game. Close game with Tyrannical almost being able to end the game by TPing top. However, not close enough as red team does finish out game 2. And it looks like the score is now even now with 1-1 for each team. Game 3 will decide who will win the series and move on to the next series of playoffs. Here we go. Looks like we have Jarvan, Lulu, and Yuumi banned on their blue side. So it's Soraka, they're banning Yuumi. Yuumi was a very prevalent problem last game, allowing the Vayne to do a lot of aggressive plays while managing. And looks like on the Yuumi bust we have a Noxtra, Garen, and Shen ban. Mostly consistent with what they've banned previously. And looks like blue team will first pick the Seraphine. A very interesting choice, which we haven't seen yet. Unsure if this will be going in the mid lane or support role, but Seraphine's always a good choice due to her extra range and utility. Looks like red team will pick Vayne once again. They will also follow it up with the Soraka pick this time. Looks like blue team will respond with the Veigar and Bel'Veth pick. Once again, seeing the Veigar from the blue side, no surprise there, and looks like Savior will pick up the Bel'Veth this time. It looks like to finish out the round 1 picks, red team will lock in Poppy once again. Again, a lot of these champions have been staples seen throughout the series, nothing new. Looks like blue bans nobody for their first, second round ban. I don't know if that's an error or not. Oh, I'm tripping, they just haven't banned. Pantheon ban goes down for Yuumi or bust. Haven't seen Pantheon this series, don't know why the change up of banning Pantheon. However, not a bad ban, I guess, looking to get bot lane ahead and not have any pressure from a Pantheon mid or Pantheon top roaming into other lanes. Looks like blue team will respond with a Tahm Kench ban. Tahm Kench was definitely a problem last game, with Tahm Kench being able to save the Vayne on multiple occasions when getting dove by the Vi. And looks like another Jax ban against Tyrannical, which makes sense given Tyrannical does play a lot of Jax. Looks like red will pick the Syndra mid. A good pick against Veigar, given that Syndra does have the extra range on her abilities, able to tether Veigar pretty effectively. It looks like blue team will respond with the Xayah pick, so it looks like it's a Seraphine Xayah bot lane here. And Tyrannical finishes out their team with a Gnosis top pick. Again, a pretty risky pick given that the Poppy has been flexed in the jungle role last time. It looks like Tyrannical has chosen to blind the Gnosis. I'm not sure if we've yet to see a Gnosis in this GG season. So again, a very interesting pick. I wonder what the red team will play to counter in that top lane matchup. And they did not pick anyone. Let's see who they ended up picking. They ended up picking Kennen, so although it's not here, they picked Kennen into Gnosis, which while it does have a good early game presence, I'm not sure if Kennen wins that matchup into Gnosis later in the game. And so now that the draft has been completed, you guys can make your predictions, see which team will win. Top lane definitely has two interesting champions, the Gnosis and Kennen. Not sure we've seen either champion in GG so far. They have yet to be tested really. So I'm very curious to see how that matchup will go. And it looks like the draft in Champ Select will begin. So in the meantime, I'll run some ads so you guys can take a break, get some water, and do what you guys need to do.
I recommend skipping.
Who dares defy my will? Fear is the first of many foes.
More of a dog person, huh?
So I
Still waiting for the spec delay. Looks like blue side might be looking for a top
Welcome.
jungle invade here. As all 5 of the members are walking towards the tribe bush. However, on the other side is the Kennen here waiting to scout them out. Does see all 5 of them, is able to walk away. Looks like blue team is able to get the ward, get the extra XP and gold. And looks like both teams will back off.
Minions have spawned.
Looks like red side is doing a bit of a cheesy strat here. They're waiting at the red buff for blue team to come. This might be a bit of a slaughter fest. See how it goes. Here comes blue team. Walks right into the bushes. Rocket Q goes out. Sehu dashes away twice, flashes out, and is able to live just barely. WSV gets hit by the stun, loses half his HP, and looks like the red buff is started here. Vayne does fall low as well as WS Phoenix. Looks like they will just back off, and it looks like neither team will be able to get a single starting camp. However, Vayne is low here. If blue side is able to get level 2 before Shrock can hit level 2 and healer ADC, there might be a potential for a first blood here down in the bot lane. But it looks like red side does have the slight push here, so they might be able to get that extra level 2x lead. Here comes Sehu, the level 2 gank, isn't able to get anything off and is forced to walk away. Damn, so Sparky coming after the Sehu drafting. It is some interesting draft choices on both sides, to be honest. But hey, we're for fun tournament out here, you know. You know how GG is. Looks like WS Phoenix might look to invade and counter jungle. A little bit of Sehu jungle starting on the ground. However, Sehu is walking up to his top side. Might intercept the Poppy. Here's the Bel'Veth versus Poppy matchup. Poppy is able to wall slam the Bel'Veth. Bel'Veth does fall half HP while Bel'Veth is unable to trade back at all onto this Poppy. And looks like Bel'Veth might be forced out of her own jungle here. However, Vicar does have first rotate. So it looks like the blue might still remain in Sehu's hands. Pop by flash by Poppy, sorry. Wall pins Bel'Veth and gets the solo bolo onto the Bel'Veth. Not sure why Sehu tried to stay there when he was clearly out. HP, health. Not very interesting play. Looks like WS Phoenix look for a top gank. We'll get nothing of it. And looks like bot and mid are pretty stable. However, it is important to note that Dweeble does have like a 20 CS lead on sword point here in the ADC role. Safe is trying to look for a gank, however, he's just behind on levels next to become a WS Phoenix, and he's just unable to make any plays happen while falling behind CS. Looks like there is a bit of a jungle gap currently going on. Nausus pops the ghost, slows the cannon, forced to pop ult. Nausus gets 1Q off and is able to pop the flash of the cannon. Very well played by the Nausus here. But here comes WS Phoenix here, shadowing the cannon just in case. Looks like he might just walk away here as mid lane Bel'Veth goes onto the Syndra. Syndra's forced to pop flash. Bel'Veth flashes right after. So here comes the Poppy, the wall pin, and the ult from Syndra finishes off Sehu, and the Vigar flashes forward and will just die. Very well played by Red Team once again. Is able to get 2 kills for 0. Here in the bot lane, Vayne pops Ghost while Amy is forced to flash heal away. Here in the top lane, here comes Sehu, misses the knockup, takes 2 tower shots, 3 tower shots, and will end up going down for that kill. Not sure if he needed to take the tower the entire time. Very interesting play by Sehu, but does go for a 1-for-1, and getting knocked to the head will help them later in the game. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, WS Phoenix is taking the Drake. Looks like both junglers are trying to look for something on mid lane here, except WS Phoenix is invading once again, stealing away Bel'Vet's Raptors, while Bel'Vet pats top to look for a gank onto this cannon, which might work here. Gnosis goes in, pops the slow and the Q and ult. Here comes the Bel'Vet here. Knockup is missed once again by Sehu. Pops the E, does not kill. Very crucial miss on the Sehu knockup. Would have secured the kill if he hit it. Looks like we have some Sehu haters in the chat. You know, rightfully so, given that Sehu's getting a bit jungle gapped by WS Phoenix this game. Here comes WS Phoenix on the enemy bot lane here. Pins the Seraphine, Xayah and Seraphine both pop ult. It looks like WS Phoenix might be able to walk away. Here comes the TP from the Gnosis actually. Soraka ult also gets popped. Here's the Gnosis TP. Vayne ults in, condemns the Gnosis away, continues, flashes in onto the Seraphine, gets the Seraphine kill. However, Red team is forced to run away. WS Phoenix pops the flash, Gnosis also pops the flash. However, Gnosis still has Ghost running, is able to chase down the Soraka and WS Phoenix. Big TP by Tyrannical is able to kill all members of the bot and jungle on the red team. Looks like after that TP play, looks like blue team is back in the game once again. Like Tyrannical is stuck in a 1v2 here. Will he look at the cannon? Cannon just barely able to get away here. Tyrannical goes down. Very close interaction on the top lane. However, it looks like with Tyrannical dead, red team is able to take this Rift Herald. Here comes Sehu trying to move on the cannon, it seems. However, does not see that red team is on the Rift Herald. Looks like in the bot lane, Seraphine is forced to flash there after Vayne just continually autos the Seraphine.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Tiger boxes in WS Phoenix. WS Phoenix takes a little bit of damage but walks out. Looks like Bel'Veth flashes onto Kasraka. Kasraka flashes away. Condemn lands onto the Bel'Veth. Vayne pops ult, looking to trade more. Seraphine lands the ult onto the Vayne, and Vayne goes down. Here comes the TP from Kennen. Kennen TP's on bot. Now there's 5 members of red team on the bot lane here, chasing down blue team. Kennen speeds in. Syndra lands a stun onto Seraphine, and Seraphine will go down. However, in the top lane, looks like Nasus will be able to probably get this outer tower with the TP going bot.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Blue team attempts to take the Drake, gets stolen away by red side. Sehu doing a little bit of run in this game, I think. Question is, does Sehu team carry these? I thought Sehu was supposed to be the master. I might be wrong on this one. Damn. Big solo by Freezing Crow here on the bot lane. Saber gets caught once again. And Tyrannical just TP's out.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
This thing's eyes unable to really kill him. Vayne's forced to pop Ghost. Here comes the Syndra. Sehu's looking to contest the Rift Herald from WS Phoenix here. Sehu gets blocked and stunned and hit against the wall, and then Sehu's dead again. And WS Phoenix is able to pick up the Rift Herald.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And looks like Seihu is saying something along the lines of "I hate this Poppy champ." I wonder why he is saying such a thing. W Phoenix pins the Gnosis, however, Vigar lands the cage and W Phoenix is forced to flash away. Seraphine ult misses. Ru lands onto the Vayne. Poppy is channeling her ult. Misses the ult. And looks like both teams are able to stay alive. Red team starts the Drake. Looks like Sei's gonna steal over the wall. Actually, he's gonna walk around bot side to flank the enemy team. Gnosis pops his ult. Kennen goes in, gets a big 4-man stun. Seiyu flashes in, Amy flashes out. Seiyu gets one shot. And looks like the Vayne's gonna continue chasing down, gets another one. And the Drake goes over to Red once again. And looks like Red team's gonna look to take the Baron here. I'm not too sure, but if you're an Amy fan, you're looking pretty lucky today, because it looks like Red team is gonna take the lead with this Baron play. Looks like Blue team will be unable to contest. However, they're peeing as if they're gonna contest. Looks like they have the Gnosis TP coming up soon. Here's the Vigar. Will they be able to contest in time? I think they realize that the Baron will be going down. They're unable to contest this. Another big lead for Red team here. Here's Seifu on the chase, but he might just get caught once again. But Seifu does wisely choose to back away. Rift Herald being dropped mid here. Probably gonna kill the mid outer tower. Mid outer tower goes down. Rift Herald is still full HP here. Looks like Rift Herald's gonna move towards that mid inner tower here. Rift Herald will go down. And here's the Novice just walking down on the mid lane onto the red team. However, it looks like he's scared of a potential collapse from the red team. Looks like Red team will just walk down away from this Noxus as Kennen is able to destroy the outer top tower. Looks like Red team will be moving on to the inhib tower and gets the inhib too. Looks like Red team is maybe looking for the end here. However, Seifu and the rest of his team does come up in 10 seconds here. They might be able to hold this. Slow goes down onto the Ghost pop by Gnosis going onto the Vayne, however, turns around for the Poppy. Vigar lives 1 HP, forced to flash away. The chase continues, a slow landing onto Gnostic, or onto Vayne. Vayne condemned. Vayne might be going down here. Vayne does go down. However, Syndra does pop the ult in return. Sword point popping goes, chasing down the Syndra. However, here comes the cannon here with the E in. Possibly Q. Looks like Q will just disengage as well. Looks like the Drake will be spawning in just under 30 seconds here. Looks like blue team is first. The Dragon Pit able to set up for the Drake here. They get the Scuttle control. Able to scout out a Scryers and able to clear a lot of vision around the Drake Pit. Looks like blue team might look to clap onto the Vayne. Lands the slow onto the Vayne. Vayne gets crucible. Here comes the cannon going in. Seraphine will hit the Vayne. However, cannon gets a 4-man ult and Seraphine gets blown up. Looks like WS Phoenix diving the back. Vayne might go down. Vayne does go down. However, WS Phoenix is able to kill the enemy Xayah. Looks like it's a 3v3 here. Seifu tries to go onto WS Phoenix. WS Phoenix is a tank, is able to tank the front line, get healed up by the Soraka. And here's Syndra here, and WS Phoenix wiping out the rest of the team. And it looks like there is a clean, or not a clean ace, but a good ace for the red team to end the game. And it looks like WS Phoenix is a superior jungle, ending 12-1 this match. Looks like Seifu's just had a little fun this game. Not much you can do against when you're against Amy, that's true. Amy diff. One team has Amy, one doesn't. It's the only difference. And that concludes the Banger series with Yuumi or Bust winning 2-1 against top lane. Now we will be moving to the Vespa General for a potential post-interview with the winners, Yuumi or Bust. If anyone from Yuumi or Bust would like to join the call and talk about their win that they clinched out against top lane, feel free to join.
Hello. Hey, how's it going?
Okay, look at this. We got 2 members of Yuumi or Bust. Of course, one of the star players, WS Phoenix, the GOAT himself.
That's what they call me.
That is what they
I'm
call
pretty
him.
cracked. I'm the Syndra.
Oh, the mid laner. Okay.
Yeah.
So, first off, how did you guys feel after game 1, after dropping a game to top lane?
I felt like such a dirty enter, and I just felt bad that I entered my team. But second game, I didn't do much better. But our ADC, ooh boy, did he carry.
The team
ADC
was
support
warming
was
up.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, no, we just had to get locked in pretty much.
Yeah.
Second game did go crazy. The Vayne Yuumi combo really did a lot of work that game.
Yuumi or Bust, it's in our team name.
Yeah.
It was not Bust, by the way.
It was
Full
not
on
a
Yuumi.
bust. I was talking about that game 3, a bit of a jungle diff, you know. Seifu dropping a bit of excuses in the chat here. But what was your thought process coming into this game and how you were able to gap him? For example, that level 4 play, that solo kill there was pretty huge.
Yeah, like Bel'Veth is kind of unplayable into Poppy. Like you just lose. You lose early, you lose late. There isn't a stage of the game where you can like 1v1 or beat out a Poppy as Bel'Veth.
That's true.
Um,
Do you think his lanes of Gnosis top and Vigar mid had anything to do with it?
there is not a lot of rotate potential, especially with Flash. So I could just kind of abuse him They also like were pretty pushed in, didn't have prio. But also I'm pretty sure it's kind of tilted from the Vi game. But Vi does that. Vi's pretty bad right now.
That's true. There were some doubters in the chat saying that the Bel'Veth pick was pretty troll into the Poppy with Anasis and Veigar lanes.
She blinded Belveth. She didn't even know it was the Poppy. So she
Yeah.
blinded Vi, but they didn't ban the Poppy. So the Poppy lock was pretty simple, straightforward there. I think.
Yeah, but I
Oh.
assume they would have expected the Poppy lock considering you guys played it for all 3 games of the series.
That's
Yeah.
what
although
I
it did
assumed as
rolls.
well.
Yeah.
We were originally gonna counterpick mid, but then they picked the Bel'Veth, so I was like, okay, I have to play Poppy, or else they're probably gonna ban it. And I don't really have any other like good matchups into Poppy. I mean
Mhm.
Bel'Veth.
The mid lane matchup also went hard against Freezing Pro. A little bit of a gap there. So how did you feel going against Freezing Pro? What are your thoughts on him as a player?
Oh my God, he's so cringe, man. I'm sorry. I was trying to back. Bro, I would take a tower shot just to stop my back. I was getting tilted, kind of, but you know, ball don't lie. We won the series, so you know.
Do you
Yeah,
ever
a
feel
bit of
bored playing against the Veigar 3 games in a row?
No, I didn't get bored because I had more impact later in the game. I feel like.
Fair enough.
yeah. Second game you went perfect, right? You didn't have a death.
Oriana. I had. No, I didn't have a death actually. Yeah, you're right.
Oriana went
Damn.
hard.
Now I have no idea who you guys are facing next. I don't even know who's
Is
in
it?
playoffs.
It's another. It's like we lose and we're out, right? Next game.
Yeah, for all of playoffs, it's single limb. So if you do lose, you
Gotcha.
are out.
Wait, okay, I don't know if you know, like, but in the last what's it called? Like announcement that Lean Cuisine did, it said this round is not part of the double elim section of the tournament, and if you lose this game, you're out. Is there a double elim
Oh,
section?
there might
Um,
be.
yeah, I was a
The
bit,
wording was just confusing our team, so
I
yeah.
think
we're
there's
just.
like he's talking about a double elim section. Like there's a losers final and a winners final. Like after
Okay, so like what is
semifinals,
what are
there's
we
like a
doing right
losers.
now? Like
So I think
like
we just finished quarterfinals, right?
so that was the quarterfinals. Okay,
So
okay,
you
So
gotcha.
guys
it
do have a
said we're in
double
double
elim.
elim
Sure.
now.
Yes, you are in double elim.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
But obviously, if you lose a game, I don't know if you have a chance of winning at all. I have no idea how it works.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
neither. I'm a bit confused.
But hey, one
So
game at a
it's-
time, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yuumi or bust, man. You know.
Yuumi or bust does take this series. Are we scared of any other teams? I know there's a predominant
Honestly,
one. This one
No,
known as
I don't think we
scheduling
are.
conflict. You know.
I'm like praying so hard. I hope we get to face them and I hope we get to beat them. I think that's like my number one wish this season. They could be like they don't. It's not even the fact they're like undefeated. I think it's just because we use their ADC.
Are they the
Oh,
team with the
we have a little
master and
hate against
grandmaster?
Vu.
Isn't the team with the master and grandmaster out, or am I
Oh,
mistaken?
yeah. Team China is out. Assuming you mean
Oh,
JR and
yeah.
Luke. Yeah, they got eliminated by. Who the fuck? I already forgot who they got eliminated
The team with Doofel on it. That's all
by.
I
Oh,
remember.
yeah, they got eliminated by Dufil, and their team's gonna get eliminated by scheduling conflict probably. So you might play against scheduling conflict. 50% chance.
Okay.
Is it okay? Cool. Well, thank you for
Yeah. Thank you for casting.
commentating on our
Of
casting.
course.
Yeah, you're a good
I-
caster. You're one of the better ones. You know.
The best, if I were
Is
to
there,
say.
is there one that you particularly despise? Like this guy starts with an S.
Yeah,
and
this
ends
Seihi
with
guy?
04.
I don't want
That's
to
the
call him
one
out,
guy.
man. I don't have any beef with him, so.
This
Clearly
Seihu
WS
04
Phoenix
guy,
has a little bit.
Yeesh. Bad caster, bad player. Just bad.
Just bad in general, like damn.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well that was a good series. GG to
Yeah,
both of you guys.
I gotta go
and
work on my
Yep.
my group project,
Fair
so I
enough.
don't get an F. You guys have a
Excited to
good
see you
night.
guys play next series. Good night.
Yeah, thank
Yep.
you.
Thank you. Good night.